Have you ever felt like the world is moving too fast and leaving you behind? Like your skills, once your pride and joy, are suddenly becoming obsolete. Today, I want to share a story with you. It's a story about a man named Steve, and it might just change the way you see your own challenges. At 37, Steve's world came crashing down. He was a seasoned professional in his industry, but the digital wave hit harder and faster than he ever imagined. AI, automation, new workflows. It was a foreign language to him. One day, his boss called him in and told him the company was moving in a new direction, a direction he wasn't equipped for. He was let go. Losing his job wasn't just a financial blow. It was a devastating hit to his identity. For 3 long years, Steve was unemployed. He sent out hundreds of resumes, but the replies were few and far between. The world he knew had vanished, replaced by one that demanded skills he didn't have. Financial pressure mounted. The savings account dwindled. The feeling of uselessness grew into a heavy blanket of self-doubt. He felt like a failure, a relic from a bygone era. He'd look at his family and feel a profound sense of shame, believing he was letting them down. The mirror reflected a man he no longer recognized, defeated and lost. He was on the verge of giving up completely, accepting a future of irrelevance. But then, a single, quiet moment changed everything. One evening, he overheard his young son talking to a friend. The friend asked what his dad did, and his son, with unwavering confidence, said, "My dad can do anything. He just needs to learn the new stuff. He's the smartest person I know." Those words pierced through the years of self-doubt. His son didn't see a failure. He saw a hero who was just learning. That simple, powerful belief from his child became the spark that reignited Steve's spirit. He realized he had a choice. He could either let his past define him, or he could build a new future. He chose to fight. He made a promise to himself and to his son. He would learn. The next day, Steve embarked on a new journey, not to find a job, but to completely reinvent himself. He enrolled in online courses. He dove headfirst into the very things that had made him feel obsolete: digital marketing, data analytics, AI tools, and modern leadership principles. It was incredibly difficult. At 40, he was sitting in virtual classrooms with people half his age who picked up concepts in minutes that took him days to grasp. He felt slow, clumsy, and outdated. There were countless nights he wanted to quit, thinking maybe he was just too old for this. But every time he felt that way, he'd remember his son's voice, full of faith. And he'd push on, one article, one tutorial, one small success at a time. For 3 years, he dedicated himself to this rigorous retraining. It was a humbling and grueling process. He wasn't just learning new skills. He was unlearning old habits and rewiring his entire professional mindset. He learned not just how to use the new tools, but why they were important. He learned how to think strategically in a digital-first world. He wasn't just catching up. He was preparing to lead. With his newfound knowledge and a fire in his belly, Steve didn't just look for another job. He decided to build something of his own. He founded a new media company from scratch. His vision was different. He didn't want to just chase trends. He wanted to create real, tangible value. His company was built on a foundation of ethics, adaptability, and a genuine commitment to people. He knew what it felt like to be left behind, and he was determined to build a culture where everyone had the chance to grow. The company started small, just him and a handful of passionate individuals who believed in his vision. But his unique blend of old-school wisdom and new-school skills was a powerful combination. He understood the timeless principles of business, but now he could execute them with cutting-edge tools. The company grew, and then it grew some more. Within a few years, his small startup had blossomed into a thriving organization with over 100 employees. Steve became the kind of leader he'd always wished he'd had. He invested heavily in his team's development, creating training programs and mentorship opportunities. He championed a culture of continuous learning, ensuring no one would ever feel the way he did, left behind by change. His business became renowned not just for its success, but for its integrity and its incredible workplace environment. He had built more than a company. He had built a community. But Steve's story doesn't end there. Once his company was stable and successful, he turned his attention outward. He remembered the darkness of his own unemployment, the feeling of being lost and alone. He couldn't just stand by while others suffered the same fate. He launched a foundation dedicated to helping unemployed professionals get back on their feet. He didn't just write checks. He created comprehensive retraining programs, providing people with the exact skills they needed to thrive in today's economy. He offered one-on-one mentorship, connecting them with industry experts. He supported families who were struggling financially, providing a safety net so they could focus on learning. He funded educational initiatives for young people in underserved communities, giving them the tools to build a better future. His mission was simple: give people not just a fish, but teach them how to fish in the digital age. Steve's journey is a powerful testament to the human spirit. It proves that you are never, ever too old to learn. It shows that falling behind doesn't mean the race is over. And most importantly, it teaches us that you are only truly defeated when you stop adapting, when you stop believing in your own capacity for growth. So, if you're feeling stuck, if you feel like the world is changing too fast, remember Steve. Your comeback story is waiting to be written. The first step isn't finding a new job. It's rediscovering your ability to learn. It's about taking that one small step, and then another and another. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires and empowers. Share this video with someone who might need to hear this message today. And remember, your next chapter is yours to write. See you in the next one.